Good afternoon. I'm Congresswoman Adams, representative for the 12th District of North Carolina. It's an honor to join you during this incredibly important event. Thank you to the Carolina Hunger Initiative and No Kid Hungry North Carolina for bringing us all together today. And thank you to everyone attending, our nutrition professionals, educators, community members, and advocates for your dedication to feeding North Carolina's children. The COVID-19 pandemic has wreaked havoc on each of our lives, but it's taken the greatest toll on those with the least, on people of color, on women, on expecting mothers, on those without secure housing or work, on older Americans, and tragically on our nation's children. Feeding America estimates that prior to the pandemic, 35 million Americans were food insecure, nearly 11 million of which were children. In our home state, nearly 1.5 million North Carolinians, 440,000 of which were children, weren't certain where their next meal would come from. And prior to the pandemic in Mecklenburg County alone, where my district is, more than 146,000 people were food insecure, including 40,000 children. Because of COVID-19, we know that hunger has only gotten much worse. Nationally, 43 million Americans, including 1.5 million North Carolinians, are currently enrolled in SNAP, the biggest federal anti-hunger program. That's an increase of more than 6 million people since the pandemic began. Food banks across the country have seen an average increase of 60% in the number of people seeking help. Nationally, more than 50 million people and 17 million children may experience food insecurity because of COVID-19. That's 15 million more people who are struggling with food insecurity in our nation, including 7 million more children. The situation is dire, and that's why I'm especially grateful for the work that each of you are doing every day in incredibly difficult situations to get food to our children. I'm proud to say we're working hard to combat hunger in Congress too. Since I was elected in 2014, I've been honored to serve on the House committees on agriculture and the Committee on Education and Labor. These two committees have jurisdiction over our federal anti-hunger programs, including SNAP, WIC, and child nutrition programs like the school breakfast program and school lunch program. Because of the disproportionate impact of the coronavirus on Americans struggling with food insecurity, I fought alongside my Democratic colleagues to ensure that the Families First Coronavirus Act and the CARES Act contain specific provisions to ease hunger, including increased funding for SNAP, WIC, child and senior meals, and food banks. Additionally, at the end of last year, we fought to pass the Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act of 2021. This law includes many important nutrition provisions, including an extension of the 15% increase in SNAP benefits through June. And my bill, the Feed the Children Act, which provides funding for local food authorities to help continue providing our children meals through the end of the pandemic. And now with the Biden-Harris administration at the helm, there's even more we're going to be able to do to fight against the impacts of COVID-19 on the health, financial, and food security of millions of Americans and their families. In fact, last week, the House marked up language in our committees that will make up President Biden's American Rescue Plan, bringing $1.9 trillion in much needed relief. The American Rescue Plan will fight hunger, and particularly child hunger, by maintaining and expanding the pandemic EBT program, by investing more than $5 billion in the program, so that low-income families have access to food assistance during both the school year and summer months, providing more than $800 million for the WIC program, which supports vulnerable, low-income women and infants, extending the 15% increase in SNAP through September of this year, and promoting technological improvements for SNAP, online purchasing, modernizing the electronic benefit transfer system, and supporting SNAP mobile payment technologies. I know that with the American Rescue Plan on the way, help is also on the way for the millions of Americans struggling with food insecurity. So thank you for allowing me to join you today. I look forward to continuing to work with each of you to combat food insecurity and child hunger in North Carolina. Everyone, please stay safe. Remember to wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay 6 feet away from others. Thank you.